Hey there guys, how's it going, and thanks for checking out this video. Welcome to some Black Ops 3 beta gameplay on the PS4, and I'm going to be telling you in this one what I thought was the absolute beastliest gun in the game, and I think it will probably get a nerf because it is extremely strong, and that is the Man-O-War. I did see in some of the early release footage from E3 and Gamescom, some of the pro players were choosing this weapon. I was thinking, oh, it must be pretty good, and on the first day when I was using it, I was like, oh, it's okay, but it shoots a little slow. I guess that's the main complaint with this one. It does shoot a little bit slow, but if you play with a more defensive assault rifle playstyle, and when I say that, I basically mean pre-aim everything. It's a shame that it's such a strong tactic, and it does mean that the SMGs are very hard to use if people are doing this, but you need to pre-aim, you need to anticipate people, you need to be positioning yourself as well as possible, basically, aka kind of head glitching sometimes and using cover to your advantage. But if you can do that, and then on this thing you stick on high caliber, I like to put on grip and a red dot sight here, you can see as well. I find that the grip just makes it a little bit easier when other people are head glitching and just got the little bit of their head, the top of their head showing, that I can actually just go full auto on them while I'm using grip, and I can still get them. And without grip, sometimes the gun just bounces that bit too high. But those are the attachments I like to use in it. I'm so used to going for headshots as well, where I was playing a lot of CSGO, obviously over the last 6 months or so. I was so used to going for headshots that a lot of the time I do aim for the head anyway. So I found that if you do get a headshot with this, it turns it into a 2-shot kill. Absolutely deadly. And I find that sometimes the slower shooting assault rifle is a little bit easier to use. I mean, you don't waste so many shots, and you it's a bit more forgiving in my opinion. Say you're off target with a couple of the bullets, you can still hit them with the rest without wasting too many. With some of the faster firing assault rifles or SMGs, if you miss a couple of those bullets, then by the time you get your aim back onto them, you've already spent half the magazine or even the whole of the magazine. You'll see in some of these clips here, I maybe missed the first bullet or I'm off for one of the bullets, but I get time to bring it back, and because it's high damage, even though it's got a low fire rate, it will still drop people relatively quickly. Now, an interesting thing is I was kind of going for a nuclear in this gameplay. I got so close to getting the nuclear. I think I went on like a 20 streak on this one, which is kind of crazy, but then we were playing in a full team. It is a lot easier in a full team. I didn't really get near a like 20 or 30 kill streak when I was playing on solo on my own. I just found it too difficult, unpredictable spawns, teammates not using UAVs or even VSATs, very difficult. But once you got in a full team, this I have to admit was one of those times where I was just going for a high gun streak. So I'm playing very defensively, being a little cautious, running away from gunfights when I feel like it's a little bit difficult, like say I'll get outnumbered or something. I do love to run and gun in Call of Duty, but when I do run and gun, I just have to kind of come to terms these days that if you do that these days, when a lot of people are really good at Call of Duty now, a lot of people have sharp aim, you're going to get some great clips, but a lot of the time you're just going to get absolutely demolished. So it's a bit more of a unforgiving playstyle. There's my death there. I think I was on a 21 gun streak. Absolutely crazy. Definitely thought I was going to get the nuclear. I do get a better streak than this, which I'm going to share with you in another gameplay, but I don't even need to share that with you this time because I was using this most of the last day of the beta, and I was going on really high streaks with it, and after using this for a while I found it very difficult to use anything else. I am going to have to wean myself off of it, because if I don't, I get the feeling that I might get stuck on this weapon. I'm going to find it really difficult to use other weapons. I know that I want to get camo for all the weapons. I love using weapon variety, and normally Black Ops is a series that is pretty good when it comes to balancing the weapons, so they are all viable. It's just you've got to change your playstyle up if you want to do any kind of work with it. I tried using an SMG after using this thing, and it was just an absolute nightmare. It felt like it was an absolute hit marker machine, but obviously just got to change my playstyle and I'll be fine. Here also, one thing that I kind of made a mistake with here while going for a nuclear, I wasn't using rejact. I know rejact seems a bit cheap, I don't know what your guys' opinions are, but I really don't mind it after a couple of days. I mean, it is annoying. Sometimes it will frustrate you when someone pops up and then they manage to kill you and you're like, oh, that was kind of cheap. But I think, you know, you're free to use it yourself, and when you use it, you do die sometimes. It's not like every single time that you use it, you're going to pop back up and get the person, and they know what's going to happen. A big puff of smoke is there, so they wait there and then they they kill you. So I don't think it's too bad. It was before the game came out one of the main things I was worried about, and even when I started seeing it in the game, I was like, oh, this is going to be really, really bad. But for me, I only use it if I want to get really high streaks, if I want to get the high score streaks, or I'm trying for that nuclear. I mean, I did try really hard on the last day for it. I was really going for it, and I might get it. I'm not going to spoil it yet, but I do have a video coming up very soon, which is a pretty good high streak. But that's the only time I'll use that thing, because otherwise it's just not that fun. I mean, Reject is not that fun. The Annihilator is by far, for me, the most fun thing to use. You can get crazy feeds with it. It's an absolute beast, and for someone who's got pretty sharp aim like myself, and you kind of can out-aim people sometimes, it's really, really good. Prefer it to the Sparrow. War Machine's boring. I don't want to spam like War Machine at someone. That's kind of annoying. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In my opinion, this is the best gun in the beta. Let me know what the best gun you thought was in the beta. That's going to be the secret word today. No real secret word. Just let me know what you thought the best gun was, or maybe is going to be if you're playing on Xbox One and PC. And that's it for now, guys. I'll see you next time.